Evet arkadaşlar, Yaşlı TV'den herkese selamlar. Ben Yaşlı Oyuncu. Şimdi şey yapacağız. En son hatırlarsanız 4 tane son bulmuştuk oyunumuzda. Şimdi beşinci ve altıncı sonları da bulmak için maceraya atılacağız.
This is the
Yanlış
story of a man named
hatırlamıyorsam
Stanley.
bir tane düz gidince son
Stanley
buluyoruz.
worked for a company in
Ama
a
diğer
big
sonu
building where he was
nerede bulacağımız
employee
hakkında hiçbir
number
fikrim yok. Herhalde
427.
biri telefonu
Employee
açmak, biri
number
telefonu
427's
açmamaktır diye
job was simple.
tahmin ediyorum.
He sat at his him instructions
Evet,
for a
ben
meeting
bir
on
security
inside.
kamerasıymışım meğersem.
Never in all his years at
Meğersem
the
bir
company
security
had this happened.
kamerasıymışım.
This
Bu arada kamera
complete
beni çekiyor mu lan?
isolation.
Şöyle yapalım o zaman.
Something was very
Ben bir
clearly
security
wrong.
kamerasıyım.
Shocked, frozen
Ben
solid, Stanley
ofislerdeki
found himself unable to
personellerin
move for the
tuşları
longest
basıp
time.
basmadığını
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses,
şey yapan
he got
biriyim
up
işte.
from his
Evet,
desk
devam.
and stepped out of his office.
Hop,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check
meeting
on his
room.
co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Vay, vay, vay. W'ye basıyorum, niye gitmiyor? Ha.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left'ten gidiyoruz.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It
But
had really
eager
been
to get
worth
back
the
to
detour
business,
after all.
Stanley
Just
took
to
the
spend a few
first open
moments
door
here
on
in
his
this
left.
immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Buradan gitmiştik. Şimdi düz gidelim, bakalım ne olacak.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's
Evet.
incredible he wasn't fired years
Son
ago.
derece
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've
Şeyiz
gotten
yani.
off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story
Storage.
has been about nothing but you
Ha.
all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
kendim için sormuyorum, onun için soruyorum diyor. Ha, bu da forklift. Aa, çok güzel. Evet. Dümdüz gidiyorum, bakalım ne olacak. Düşmeyelim de başımıza bir şey gelmesin de. Telefona doğru gidiyoruz, evet.
That's
Aha.
her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
Ha.
If you can truly place your
Şimdi
faith in
bu,
another,
bunu
then pick
uçurursak
up the phone.
kablosu aç. Ha, tamam. O zaman açalım bu sefer. Açtık.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
Hadi gel,
All
aç
right,
şu
now,
kapıyı.
I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on.
Yakaladım seni diyor.
Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Burası
They wanna
evimiz.
commit their life to
Evimizde
you.
bildiğimiz
I'm trying to
toprak
make a point here, Stanley.
yetiştiriyoruz.
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Bu çok üzgün. Evet. Please press Q to add to continue Q. Oğlum ete nasıl basayım? Şöyle mi yapacağız acaba? Oğlum nasıl basacağız? Please press
Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
Ha,
He has a job that
Allah
demands nothing
cezanı.
of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of
Mouse'la
the
tıklayacağız herhalde.
inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's
Rezillik
pushing a
olsun
button.
ya, dur.
Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him,
kapı
except
kapandı.
that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
Ha, şey değişmeye başladı o da.
Discoveries of new lands. It was
Ha,
wonderful.
anlaşıldı.
And each day that he returned to work
O da
was a
değişiyor
reminder that
herhalde,
none
ha?
of it would ever happen to him.
Bölümünde de böyle olmuştu.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he
yo,
imagined that one
değişmiyor.
day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered.
Press,
what
acaba
lay
her yer
behind
press
the
desem
door.
oluyor mu lan?
The
Dur,
mere
onu deneyelim.
thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Yok abi, illa buraya.
As he wandered through this
Press
fantasy
diyeceğiz.
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets.
Çıkardı o.
The
Birazdan
more he
yaratık çıkar
forgets
burada,
which
monster.
life is the real one.
Lan amma tıklattım be
And
abi.
I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never
Anam.
be anything but an observer.
Anam, bilgisayarım
As long as he
geldi.
remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop.
Ha,
Here,
bilgisayarım
watch this.
geldi.
Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Söylediğinde basma diyor.
You see? Can
Mecbur
he just not
basıyorsun.
hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as
Bura biraz
Stanley.
uzak, büyük
Not so
olmuş
different, I
biraz.
suppose. I'll try once more to
Oluyor
convey
lan.
all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again.
Denedim ve
And
Stanley
pushed
tuşa
a
bastı.
button.
Denedim ve Stanley tuşa bastı. Denedim ve Stanley tuşa bastı. Denedim ve Stanley tuşa bastı. Yine mi buradayız? O zaman şeye geçiyoruz. 6. ve son bölüme geçiyoruz.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Evet, ben biraz uyuyorum.
Stanley worked
olduğunda.
for a company in a big building where he was employee number 42. If you can truly
Konuşması
place
bitsin.
your faith in
Şunu,
another,
şu ipi
then
şuradan
pick up
şey
the
yapacağım.
phone.
Koparacağım bakalım. Olacak mı?
Wait. Oh goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the
Ha.
phone? No, that wasn't supposed
Onu
to be a
alınca
choice. How did
inventörde
you
onu
do that?
görünce
You actually
komandülük çalıştı.
chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks
Ama
up
bunu
the
ilk
phone.
yaptığımda çok
He's taken
mutlu
to his
olmuştum,
apartment
hatırlıyor
where he finds
musunuz?
his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one
Vallahi
another.
ya.
Music comes in.
Çünkü
check the
öyle bir
wife,
şeyin
roll credits.
olup olmayacağı
Not picking up the phone
emin
is actually
değilim
somehow
yani.
an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why
You are
you've been
any,
able to make
real
correct and
person
incorrect
diyor.
choices. And to think I've been letting you
Gerçek bir
run around
insansın
in this
diyor.
game for so long. If you've made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
Oo,
But if
buraya,
used
çok
incorrectly,
uzun
can
sürer, ben
also be the most
hızlandırırım
dangerous.
burayı ya.
Çok beğenen olursa önemli olan endingleri. Aslında şöyle mi yapsak? Bizim ending yani Stanley Parable'ın endingiyle yani bunda link vereceğim. Yani bu endingi izlemek için tıklayın diye. Oradan geçeceksiniz Stanley Parable'da o endingi izleyeceksin. Endingde Stanley Parable'da da Minecraft versiyonunu izlemek için tıklayın diye bir şey koysak da öyle mi yapsak? Yani öyle güzel olur. Öyle güzel olur. Öyle güzel olur. Ben bunu yapayım. Ben bunu yapayım.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and
Orada biraz
problems
sıkıcı
are
olmuş.
very
Yani
insignificant.
belki Stanley Parable'ı izlemeden, yani oynamadan bunu oynasak güzel olur, eğlenceli olur ama ben önce biraz sıkıcı olmuş. Yani ben de
In this video.
Hızlandırmak zorunda kalıyorum. Ne oluyor
Welcome
lan?
back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
8.
But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just
This
a
is
few
not a
minutes
phone,
ago
bu
and
telefon
see
değil.
what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Bu ne ya? Oo. İyice karıştı ortalık ha. Şu aşağıya düşmeli, yukarı sıçmalı şey
Now that we
demiş.
know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you
Ah,
jumping off the
geri
platform and
dönüyoruz.
dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We
Ha,
just need to
düşer
get
de
you home as
ölürsen
soon as
diyor,
possible before the
hikayemizin
narrative
baş
contradiction
kahramanı
gets any
ölmüş olur.
worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality. Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Ha, diğer kapıdan gir ve gerçek ending diyor. Yaşa.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my
Ha,
lead and you'll be fine.
sonu hatırladım
All right.
şimdi.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ve ben sağdakinden girmiştim.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction.
Allah.
Perhaps we're not too late.
Girelim peki madem çok ısrar ettin.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Aha. Aşağısı kapalı, direkt yukarı boss'un ofise çıkıyoruz mecbur.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the
Aa,
unknown.
adam nasıl güzel
He drew
ama
a
bak
sharp
aynısını
breath
yapmış oyunun ya.
and then spoke the code. Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Ben bunu söylemiştim ha.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Söyle diyor, bu çok önemli bir şey diyor. Diğer türlü diyor devam edemeyiz hikayemize
Okay,
diyor.
fine, you're not gonna do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect.
Bir şey
The kind of
sordum
respect
sadece diyor.
Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You
Madem
could have gone through the door
yapmayacaktın
on
diyor
the right. You
söylediklerimi,
could have
niye
done
buraya
whatever
geldin
the
diyor.
hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Aha.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Soldaki kapıdan git diyor. Burayı kapattı. Arkada açık yok. Mecbur gidiyoruz.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we
Bozuldu.
talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what?
İçine
What did you get
ettin
out of
diyor.
that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know.
Oyunun içine
What do I
ettin
do?
diye.
What do I do?
Ne yapacaksın, ne yapacaksın?
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Aynen. Aha. Oyunu kapattı. Bu kim lan? Kapattı, açtı geri. Buradan gidiyor.
Oh, I'm here. I'm
Kapattı,
still here,
açtı sonra.
here in this pile of rubbish.
This is a phone.
With you, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the
Oyunu
ground.
ortadan kalktı.
What, did you think that would be funny?
Evet,
Just had
çok
to
komik.
see?
Vallahi gülüyorum.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
Aha. Yine bozdu.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello?
Oh, it's me.
Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door.
And
Are you listening to me?
vay be, son endi sona mı bırakmışım
Is
be?
everything all right?
Ulan gören de bilerek yaptım sadece.
Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
Hadi bir şeyler seç, bir şeyler yap muhabbeti.
This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? You listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay.
Çok eğlendim ya.
It's okay, I can wait.
Tamam, sorun değil, bekleyebilirim. Yalvarıyor herif ya, bir seçim yap diye.
Your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you
Ha,
need.
buradan bir yol buldum lan.
Aha. Bir an orada aşağı düştüm diye tırstım ha.
Neyse, evet. Arkadaşlar, bu sonu da keşfetmiş olduk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tüm sonlar bitti. Ee, bu da böyle bir haritaydı. 3 bölümlük bir haritaydı. Kendinize iyi bakın. Beğenmeyi, paylaşmayı, abone olmayı unutmayın. Yepyeni videolar her gün ekleniyor. Görüşürüz.